Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel, as well as interact with this video if you feel called to. Today's reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do you need to know about your current career? I'm just going to open up for Spirit to communicate career messages to you at this time and then give you some advice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know about their career? Career path. Whoa. We got the World, Wheel of Fortune and Two of Swords. Daughter of Wands. Clarify, please. Honestly, right away, it feels like your blessing is being blocked. I'm going to tune in and figure out who's doing it. Like if it's, you or like, I don't know. I just feel like a blessing is being blocked. Clarify, please. I feel like you're just getting started with something because we have the Daughter of Wands here, and the daughter is like the youngest of the court cards. And so it just kind of feels like you're just getting started. And I feel like maybe you need a little bit more poise. Okay, hold on. So I feel like the Daughter of Wands is, like I said, she's just getting started. And I feel like she's a little bit closed off. Because with the Son of Swords, it seems like it's giving ungraceful. It's giving ungraceful, not unpolished. That's what it's giving. And then we have Three of Pentacles. So I feel like with the work situation, we also have Eight of Wands here. So look, there's a lot of energy here, but what I'm primarily getting is that, there's this swift movement that is moving without a full sense of vision. Because we have Two of Swords, which can indicate, one, opposing views. And so I do feel like there's a conflict in your work environment. There's a conflict. And it could be between you and another person because we have Wands and we have Swords. And here's the thing about these elements. This is fire and this is air. And if air is swift to talk, or actually, you know what? That could be that. Air could be swift to talk. Wands could be swift to talk. But at the end of the day, air is air because it can cut. I learned a long time as a Libra sun that I have to be mindful of like what I'm saying, because you can really cut down somebody. And so these two energies can be very combative if they're both immature and feel that it's necessary to engage in back and forth. Okay, so I just feel like relating to your work, there could be you and another person who are just at odds. Okay, and is blocking the blessing. It's blocking an opportunity. I do feel like this could be like an up and down type of thing. Like you might think that things are resolved or that you're ready to move forward or something, or that they are, and then like things spark up again. Conflict sparks up again. And so at the end of the day, you guys really need to like communicate better, plan better. Just the pathways need to be open. If you look at these pentacles, they flow to each other, like they're all connected. So I really feel like finding common ground is going to be helpful. Finding common ground, looking at the things that are similar or that you can relate to, and that can help with understanding, okay? Instead of looking at the differences. But I do feel like this situation is helping you build character because we do have the Judgment card. So, as much as it's challenging and like a lot of drama and stuff, it is helping you like open your mindset or open your perspective and just kind of develop more as a person. So like if you didn't have this conflict or challenge presented to you, then you wouldn't learn, right? So yeah, I feel like it's definitely in your favor. And we also have, the butterfly here, Six of Wands, coming out of, this dark place and coming out into freedom. So I definitely feel like this situation isn't permanent. It's not permanent. Okay. What else do we have for Aries? Well, expansion, like I just said. What else? Outdated thinking. Okay, y'all, this is how we know we're tapped in for real. So expansion, outdated thinking, okay, replaying events over and over. So like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune, I was feeling like this is something that is like up and down for you. Like it might, like things quiet down and settle down and then it sparks up again. So it's like the same cycle of conflict with this person. So yeah. But then ultimately, like I said, it's about helping you develop more as a person. So this could be, I can't read what their title is, but what I'm reading is like immaturity on both parts, to be honest. So yeah. And when I say title, I'm talking about, I don't know if this is a supervisor or anything like that. I can't tell you who this person is for you. Only you know that. But yeah, both energies just feels immature, and that's what I see. That's what I feel. I do feel like somebody is jumping to conclusions because we have the Eight of Wands here. Okay. So I think, what, honestly, with this Eight of Wands, with that jumping to conclusions, it feels like somebody's on the defense. Like the person may be trying to give you like feedback, but you're taking it as like criticism, or vice versa. I don't know. But there's a difference between feedback and criticism. Okay, feedback is meant to help you grow, and criticism is just straight up to like be mean and isn't really helpful. Okay, so yeah, with this Three of Pentacles, again, the main thing is finding common ground, being able to agree on something, looking at the things that are similar, not so much different, maturing, choosing the mature response, the mature thing to do, and just allowing yourself to sit and be open to what they're saying. And I do feel like, so going back to the elements here, fire and air. Air feeds fire. Okay, so I feel like if this person is coming in and feeling like you're defensive or something, then they'll spark up and then you feed off of, like you guys feed off of each other. So one person has to bring the water or, bring the earth. Somebody has to tap into a different element. Otherwise, you're keeping this cycle of fueling flames. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So that seems like for people who are employed, and if you're not employed, then maybe you can find something in the wording that resonates somehow. I'm not sure. Yeah. let's move on. Actually, you know what? Let's move on to advice here. I mean, well, that whole thing was advice, really. But I like to pull a different card for advice. So let's do this. Purify your attention. And I'm going to read these from the book. So let's see. Okay, purify your attention. Okay, the first great Hermetic principle highlights the crisis of attention in the 21st century. A tsunami of information competes daily for our mental focus across multiple virtual platforms: social media, text, email, podcasts, in business, advertising, and marketing. As artificial intelligence becomes more sophisticated and invasive, we need to find a way to claim back our capacity for deep thinking and sustained focus. The Purify Your Attention card urges you to heed the call of the ancients, to see and grasp what is happening today and take every step to come back to your authentic creative self. Meditation, the conscious breath, stillness, the tools you need are at your disposal. You hold the wisdom of the eternal within you. By understanding and putting into practical application this and all the great Hermetic principles, you learn to purify and reclaim your attention, the innate power of your mind to reflect the cosmos in thought, imagination, and vision. It says, release distraction, reclaim attention. Do you find yourself constantly switching from one thing to another? Are you in a continuous state of distraction? Okay. So that was your advice card. Something that came up for me while I was reading that was about the whole AI intelligence thing. Basically, if you are, engaging in phones, computers, internet, whatever stuff often, then you can disconnect from empathy and everyday interactions. And so in terms of purify your intentions or attention, just allowing yourself, a few minutes a day to, silence those things, then you can be more present with other people. And you can pick up more on, human interactions and energy and stuff like that, and be able to connect. Three of Pentacles, connect a little bit better. So yeah, okay. So that was your reading, Aries. Yeah. So good luck on your journey. Take care, and Ashe.